Peace, Crooked Eye. Welcome.
Yo, what's up?
Welcome back to Conspiracy Worldwide Radio. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Excellent. Now, of course, the word on the street and as in the photographs on the street is you're working hard in the studio right now.
Yes, sir. Working hard in the studio. Out here in Detroit, it's snowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just trying to put together a masterpiece, man, a Slaughterhouse masterpiece.
Now, as well as all members of Slaughterhouse heavily involved, of course, with the creative process here, who's around you? You mentioned Eminem there. I mean, is he just sitting back and hearing every day what you're making and giving a nod and giving you advice, or is he actively sat in the studio for most of these tracks for this new Slaughterhouse project?
Well, I'm in the studio right now with him. You know what I mean? And yeah, he's hands-on, man, and he's putting in as much work as we're putting in. You know what I mean? And I just got on Twitter and I said he was a scientist because he is, man. He can hear things that nobody else hears and add, you know, icing on top of the cake that we never even thought of. You know what I mean? He's a true gifted producer outside of just being a rapper. And, you know, I'm over here right now. Joel Ortiz is over here with me. Royce had to do a show in Canada, but he'll be back tonight late.
And it's amazing you said that about Eminem, because I don't know if he sat there with you now, but you need to let him know that when we had DJ Premier upon the show recently, he said exactly the same thing as you said, and Premier was saying he just can't wait for Eminem to one day make it happen so he gets one of Premier's beats. And he said the same thing about Eminem's ear for music.
Yeah. He has an incredible ear, and I think that's sometimes overshadowed by the fact that he's a lyrical genius. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But definitely incredible ear for music, man, without a doubt. And I would love to hear that. Primo and him, that'd be crazy.
Wow. Primo, I think Primo was hinting he's already made the beats. He's already got them all sat there, the perfect beats for M. He's just waiting for the phone call. He's waiting for that one day where they may meet again. I know they've already met, where they may meet again and they could make it happen. And that's what Primo was saying to us on the show. So, like you say, imagine that, man. I mean,
now, what's the biggest difference recording this new album in Shady Studio versus recording in Headquarters? Both legendary studios within their own right, of course.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, I think the difference is, man, we have a lot more elbow room, you know, on this album because the last album was on Koch, and you know, we were kind of placed in a box, but we got a lot of elbow room on this album to be creative, and you know, having a CEO that's an MC as well, you know, he understands where we're coming from, so it's a blessing, man. It's a big blessing, and we're treating it as such.
Yeah, exactly, man. And of course, let's not forget, we mentioned Eminem with the ear, Eminem the dope lyricist, but let's not forget Eminem the amazing businessman, the business mind as well. Let me ask you this then, man. I mean, what sort of business plan have you got for this album? Have we got the big chart hits? Have we got Drake upon there? You know, maybe that's a ridiculous question. What I'm asking you, though, is, you know, at the end of the day, Shady Records is a business.
Absolutely, but, you know, I mean, there's a lot of heavyweight producers on board. You know, we'll have a few surprise features, you know, with artists out there that are you know, staying true to the craft and you know, are reigning on the charts. Yeah, that's what's up, but it's more so about the sound.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about this sound. You were able to reveal the producers who are contributing that sound. I mean, how much is produced by Eminem first and foremost?
We got some joints. We got some joints on there he produced. I don't know all what will end up making the final album,
right,
but he will have joints on there. I mean, you know, he's brought a couple incredible records to the table already. You know, as a matter of fact, he's in there right now putting some touches on a record that he produced. That's man, it's amazing, man. And like I said, I just think that, you know, a lot of times his production and his ear is overlooked because of the lyrical, you know, the ingenious rhymes. But yeah, we got a lot of producers. I can't talk too much about it, but it's going to be a big album, and they really pulled out all the weaponry for us. You know, Shady Records did.
Excellent. Now, we've heard you talk about how inspirational Eminem is to yourself as a lyricist and the rest of the group, but how inspirational is Crooked Eye to Eminem? I mean, have you seen any influence of yours being implemented You know what I mean? Personally, as far as Eminem's artistry in the studios goes.
I think he does feed off of our energy, feeds off of the whole group. I've seen it go down like that, where it's like maybe it's just we're just sitting around and all of a sudden one of us goes into the booth, lays something that he finds inspirational. He says, "Up now, I got to go do something." You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a two-way street, man, and it's just a great situation to be a part of, dog. It's just I could be at another label with some stuffed shirt that don't know nothing about music or being an MC, but I'm on a label with a CEO who knows all about being an MC.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, what was the last joint you recorded together?
Well, we're recording one today, so
can you tell us about this?
It's Psycho. Just remember that I said that it was Psycho. It's a psychotic record. And when you hear it, you'll understand why I'm saying that it's Psycho. Hint, hint.
Could you compare it to any other joints existing by Eminem or Slaughterhouse? I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, how psycho exactly is this? Who produced it?
Well, M did.
Okay.
I guess we could compare it to Loud Noises off Bad Meets Evil.
Okay, dope.
You know what I'm saying? Which was more about lyrical shadow boxing. You know what I'm saying? But it always, I mean, like I said, man, we have a lot of introspective records. We got records that are going to surprise people, but it's always dope to go back to the pure essence and just rhyme.
Absolutely.
Now, you've given us so much information about this Slaughterhouse project. It sounds like it's buzzing. What type of percentage completion are you at the moment? I mean, are you over 50%? Are there a lot of tracks been laid and you're going to have to make a choice of what gets included? I mean, whereabouts are you now with this new album?
Man, I would say 90%.
All right.
I would say 90%, maybe more. But as far as recording, we're 90%, maybe even more. But it's coming out crazy, man. I mean, it sounds epic, man. And I hate to use that word because it's kind of used a lot, but that's just what it sounds like. It sounds epic, dog. Like, and people who know me know that I don't really listen to my own music much. I'm a fan of everybody else, but I can't wait to play this in my car, man.
That's dope. We're going to cover the questions. Just come into the studio inbox. I hope you don't mind us just filtering through a couple. Is that okay?
Yes, let's get it.
We got a question from Dean in Middlesbrough. He wants to know. He says, Yellow Wolf has been vocal in past about Eminem's admiration towards him as an artist and how he's quoted lyrics of his and knows his songs. Are there any Crooked Eye songs that Eminem knows and was a fan of before signing Slaughterhouse?
Yes, indeed. Indeed. I couldn't even tell you because, like I said, he's a scientist, and so he remembers things. He hears songs and he remembers them, and he'll come out of the blue and say, "Yo, when you said this on that song, that was ill." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that definitely, man. Too many to name, I would say.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Now we got another question from Brenda in Wolverhampton in UK. She asks, have you guys as a group, as Slaughterhouse, talked to Eminem about potentially turning Slaughterhouse into a 5-headed monster and adding him as a 5th member?
Hey, man, in a perfect world, that would be that would be the next album. You know what I mean? The 5-headed monster. But no, I mean, there's unlimited potential to grow over here at Shady. So we're just blessed, man. He's on the album. He's doing what he's doing. He's spitting fire, and we're just blessed for that right now. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Valerie asks, ask Eminem if he has plans of launching a Shady Records Europe label.
Okay.
Okay, Valerie, your request will be answered.
Dope.
Yeah, I'll ask him, and then I'll tweet about it. I'll tweet his answer.
That's cheating, Crook. That's cheating.
Yeah. No, you need to go. Is he busy? Is he busy now?
Yeah, he's in there busy right now.
She says she's on a hospital bed, dying.
Yeah. Okay. I just wondered if he was available to chat a bit. One more. Ask about Eminem's new album. I've heard it's finished, says one listener. God, he knows a lot. Is it finished?
I don't think so. But you know what I'm saying? He works all the time. But I haven't heard that it was done. But, you know, he works all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has 3 albums finished. Wouldn't shock me.
And the listener goes on to say they've heard that there's a further collaboration with Gangsta Boo on the way.
Huh. These are things that I don't know about, so maybe I have to go ask and find out.
Oh no, these people who read blogs, they know more than the artists nowadays. You see, Crooked, that's what it is. They're the knowledgeable ones now. Listeners now think they know that artists have made tracks even before the artist even thought about making the track. So I think that's where this listener's going with that.
For real.
Yeah. Listen, man, absolute pleasure talking to you once again, and God bless. Take care of yourself. We'll speak again this year.
There we go, man. 2012. Happy New Year. Y'all get it.
Crooked I, Slaughterhouse. The album is being made as we speak.